This is the last recording of the year.
I'm like hoping to have to run to the gate. That's where my head's at right now.
More like Home Alone or Dumb and Dumber when he just...
Home Alone, because it's a festive season.
It is
Let's
a festive
keep it. Let's
season.
keep it festive.
Are you wearing a beige overcoat?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you watched Home Alone yet?
Yes, I've watched it probably 4 or 5 times already.
This year?
Yeah.
1 or 2?
Both.
I
run it back. It's one movie to me.
I feel like New York's more of your favorite.
I do really enjoy New York. Yeah.
I think we should fly to New York for a weekend around
down.
Christmas time.
I'm in. Any weekend.
It's just really cold.
It is really cold, but I'm in.
I don't really do that, but anyways, here we are.
Let's get the energy.
We could also do Disney at Christmas, which is really nice. No.
I've been ridden off that circuit. It's okay. I'm fine.
Okay, so today, this is called the end of year special.
The end of my special?
End of year special.
Okay, because it sounds like
what
end
this
of your
episode-
special.
No, end of year. Sorry, we came like Italy. I still have a little bit of an accent.
That's
End of
good.
year special. Lessons learned in 2025. You have no idea what's coming.
0.
Because you didn't check your emails. All right. Well, you know what? You check the important stuff. The podcast, you like going in there. Are you okay?
Yeah, no.
Do we need the makeup artist
No,
back
no,
in
we're
here?
good. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
We'll add that to the budget, Max. We said we're going to get him involved in episodes. So anytime,
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him.
We'll talk to him. Okay. So start thinking about some of your favorite moments, Max, because we're going to ask you. Okay. So we're going to reflect on the year.
Okay.
Not so much from a podcast perspective, but from a business perspective.
Okay.
Okay. So major industry trends in 2025.
Oh, you're gonna hit me with serious stuff that I have to.
What hits? What comes to mind?
Critically think.
Okay, you want me to follow back on that one? You need some time to think?
Sure.
I have an easier question for you.
Go ahead.
All right. 2025,
Yeah.
we're going to do this segment's called Over and Under, but I only have one question.
Okay.
So it's going to be a quick segment.
Okay.
Okay, Over and Under.
Yes.
2025, there was 4 rate cuts. In 2026, are we going to go over or under 4 rate cuts? And we're going to hold you to this.
Over.
All right, over. So there's 10 announcements a year, correct?
Yes.
So you're thinking that at least
40%.
you're thinking, well, it's got to be over 4. It's not a half. I didn't give you a half.
I'll take a push.
5, a push.
I don't gamble.
Okay, so
I'll
what's
take a
your
push.
actual prediction for next year? And do you think there's any more this year?
It's a really tough question for me in particular because I'm more of a pessimist about this in the most recent times, which is unlike me.
Very unlike. You've been calling for cuts forever.
I know.
You're like a 9 out of 10 cuts guy.
I know.
Right.
I know. And I didn't think that they were going to cut in October, which I guess was silly of me. And now I don't think they're going to cut in December.
Okay.
But
Last December they did cut, correct? I remember they cut right before the holidays.
I'm expecting that we're going to see between 75 bips to 1% next year from the Bank of Canada.
Yeah, but that's 3 to 4.
Yeah, that's 3 to
So
4.
you sure you want to stay on your over?
Yeah, I'm staying on my
Okay.
over. I'm being optimistic.
Okay.
I'm putting good stuff in the universe.
Okay, so you started with pessimistic, but now optimistic.
I'm
following
trying
you.
to be optimistic
Got
about
you.
it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think that what's going to happen is we're likely going to level out around high 2s, low 3s for a little bit of time until another catastrophe happens. You know,
Okay.
like something like in the economy or in the world or something that causes the rates to either go down or up, likely down, to try to stimulate the economy. I think that from a purely mortgage origination capacity, next year I think is going to have a lift for people. I think
Okay.
there's going to be more people active in the market. I think the real kind of Kickstarter is likely going to be in 2027, in my opinion, and I think condos are going to come back in 2028.
Okay.
But I think there's going to be some stability in the market. I think there's going to be consistent growth of 5 to 6% a year, which is normal, and I don't think we're going to be, I think there's still a little bit more room for prices to come down in particular segments. But the key data points show that there's going to be continued growth in the Canadian real estate market.
Okay, so rates and there was 4 categories I had for predictions. You kind of hit 2 of them there. So rates, you think 75 to 100 basis points on the Bank of Canada,
Yeah.
right? So 3 to 4 changes, maybe optimistically over 4. From a fixed rate perspective, do you think that those will drop down a little bit? Like today's, you're below 4% on a 3-year or 5-year Do you think it's going to come down to 3.5-ish?
I think we're going to be lower than that. I think we're going to be like, I think insured money is probably going to, start with a 2, a high 2, over the next, let's call it 18 months.
Okay.
I really do believe that, and I think that conventional money is going to sit in the low 3s.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be sooner than we think.
Okay. So we got the rates, high 2s on insured, conventional low 3s.
For fixed.
For fixed, yep.
5-year.
For 5-year Bank Canada, we said 3 to 4s, 75 to 100. What's ahead for 2026? So you said you think condos are going to stabilize more in 2028.
Yeah,
By 2028.
I think that there's not going to be the conversations of I paid $1,500 a foot and I'm trading it at $600 now. So I think those conversations, the gap's going to close on those. I think that more builders are going to come to the market, and I think that overall the market in that segment will stabilize. Yes.
Okay. And you said prices will level out.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you expand on that?
Yeah, I think that we're going to start to see prices increase versus decrease. Particularly it's very challenging to speak and say that the entire market's down. You can segregate different markets that have seen positive growth, neutral growth, or negative growth. It just really depends, right? So, as an overall market that's been down over the last 2 years, and I think that 2026 is going to start leveling out and gradually starting to increase, I think.
Okay, so when you say 5 to 6% growth, you're talking mortgage origination?
No, mortgage origination, I think we're going to have a 30 to 40% lift in just units funded.
Okay.
5% lift in fair market values on an annual basis.
Understood. Okay, I like the predictions.
Thank
I
you.
made note of them.
You know what? I was actually thinking about this. I did a podcast, I did a YouTube episode with Rodrigo.
Okay.
It's got to be like 3 years ago. It was bad. I lost the bet. I lost.
You're bringing things back a little bit because we do this every year, and you're very up here on the prediction. So this is more level. I think it's better.
No, but this is good. So I lost the bet to Max. Okay. Stupid bet. I don't know why I'm betting sports against the guy who literally. Anyways.
No sports. Yeah.
Yeah, no sports. And I have no beard.
Okay. Oh, I remember this.
I'm 6.5 tons. Okay? Like respectfully.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Okay.
And the angle, no good. Angle's no good. But anyways.
Okay. This is how you looked on the podcast.
This is how I looked on the podcast.
Leading up, because you lost the bet and you had to shave your beard.
Huh?
You had to shave your beard because you lost the bet to Max. I remember this.
That's right.
Yes. What was that?
It was Arizona was playing someone, and I thought the other team was going to win. And yeah, so my prediction at that time was to have the Canadian government give first-time home buyers the ability to do a 30-year amortization, an increase from $1 million to $1.5 million, or more. And if we could pull the footage, it'll be really interesting to see. I look like a complete loser.
Well, how can you find it?
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Is it going to look up by your name, or did it have a name?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. You'll find it
tonight. And that prediction came to fruition, and I was pretty proud of myself.
Yeah.
And I looked at the camera and I said, if somebody in the Canadian government's listening to me, this is what you should do.
Okay.
And I think they heard me.
I think they did hear you.
Yeah, because that's huge news, man.
But I thought when you started this that you said you were way off. I thought you made predictions that were way off, but you actually predicted things that came true.
I predicted things that came true.
But you were talking more about your physical appearance when you said it was way off, maybe.
Yeah, because now it's going to surface, and I just wanted to preface that since then I've made tremendous improvements in the way I take care of myself.
So there was a clip, a really funny clip that you said in high school you peaked, in university you peaked financially.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in high school
it's showbiz, Paul.
In high school you peaked physically.
Yeah.
How would you describe, what are you peaking at right now?
You know what? I'm like a bottle of fine wine.
Okay.
Okay. I'm getting better with age.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm really getting better with age.
So would you say you peaked more now than you did in high school, or do you think if you and maybe we'll get a picture of you in high school and now? I think you're better now.
So showbiz is showbiz, Paul. Okay. We're in show business.
Okay.
Okay. The nature of that comment is I started making what I seem to believe was fairly good money at the time, significantly more than your average person in high school or university. And I couldn't believe what this business could do for my life. Yes. You know what I mean? And and even to this day, I'm still surprised as to the reward that you can get if you just put a little bit of hard work in and get a good game plan going. Like, it's really not that hard. And I find that people find reasons why they can't versus why they can. And if you just shift that mindset, you could do incredible things. And the beautiful thing about it is that the goalpost keeps on moving. And it gives you an opportunity to be better and stronger and smarter and be connected to more people and help more people. And it's never ending. It's like it's endless. And
It's the amount of work you put into it.
so to answer that question and to
in
perhaps
a long-winded way. Yes.
classic, and to touch up your sensitivity to the fact that I said that I peaked in high school.
I wasn't sensitive about
Sounds like you're a little sensitive to it, but it's okay. I appreciate it. It's good for me.
but I feel like you're better now than then.
Exactly. So
So it's actually a compliment to you.
yeah, exactly. I'm aging like fine wine.
I agree. I think you look good.
Thank you. I mean, I wish I looked like you.
Okay, let's not
You
push
know,
it. Thank you.
Couple
Appreciate
inches up here, maybe a little bit more hair, but
that. A little more flow.
a little bit more flow.
Got it.
But I'm happy to be where I'm at, man. I feel blessed.
You should be. You're looking good. Looking very good. Every time we walk into a room, that's all people say to you now.
What?
How good you look. They don't
It
know
just means how shitty I looked before.
perspective, I guess. I don't look at it that way. It makes me feel good when I hear it.
Okay, good. Because you're sick of hearing it. Like,
No, I'm not.
boys,
Will you stop?
there's
You always put me on the
model,
spot
like-
here. I'm not a model. Not a model.
Have you
God,
ever
here
seen
we
him
go.
strut down the hallway?
Don't listen to this guy, Max. So this podcast has really served a purpose, especially in the last few, anyways, that we've been doing in terms of agents and new people looking or those that are looking to make the switch. And they've really, taken a lot of liking to what we're bringing to the table from a activity standpoint, how to generate business. Yes.
I'm going to say a bold statement.
Okay.
We started this podcast, and I'm going to let you finish your thing. I don't want to lose
thank
it.
you for putting up your hand. That was very nice.
We started this podcast before the pandemic, I believe, right? Or right?
I think it was a reason for us to see each other in the
pandemic.
We did it virtually.
I will make a bold statement that we pioneered the podcast wave coming out of brokerages.
I think that's fair.
We started. We were doing our thing. It wasn't like, it was kind of budget, whatever. We were having a good
Very
time.
budget.
Yeah, we were having a good time.
Over Zoom.
But we really enjoyed spending time with each other, obviously, and then talking about and adding value to people. And now, LinkedIn, all I see is podcast. And I just look at it and I smile because we're making real change in the broker community, and we're bringing real value and real information, and we're making people do more for their people.
I admire that you're giving us credit. I don't know if anyone else will give us that, but that's all that matters.
I'll die by that.
Totally fair. I love it. No, it's good. So to reel it back in, we talked about your prediction on rates. We talked about your prediction
your
on what's
prediction?
ahead. I'm gonna go just for fun. I'm gonna go under 4.
Obviously. What are we gonna bet? Ooh.
I'm gonna go under 4.
What are we gonna do?
I think we should do if you lose,
If I lose,
we'll go to Miami Dolphins game.
done.
And
We'll
if-
do that. Okay. Fine.
I know,
Like
right.
a week. Like you talk about like a weekend in Miami. We'll do
Sure,
like a game,
sure.
some dinners,
Sure.
like some beach.
Sure.
Okay. Done.
Okay.
Done.
And if I lose,
Okay. We're gonna do a weekend in Torino.
yeah, wherever. Yeah, I was gonna
Oh,
say I was
so-
gonna say Disney, but yeah.
Oh, Disney's good.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But with your
Either
whole
way,
family.
Florida. Sure, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
But your whole family can come to Florida too.
Yeah, sure.
I just gotta get a lot more tickets.
No, I don't think they would want to go to the game anyways, but I think it's a good deal. So over under, that's the deal.
Well, I guess it's either Orlando or Miami. Is that what it is?
I think so. Unless you want to go somewhere else.
I don't care.
On mine.
I don't care.
I could have picked somewhere different than
but-
Miami. I even like New York. That would have been fun too.
But is it like is the Disney that we're going to in Orlando?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Done. So it's
Or we
Florida.
can go California if you want.
No. We'll do Florida.
And then if it's a push, we just
How could it be a push?
if it lands right on 4, then we both lose. But
Right.
that would be a very nice medium.
No. But we gotta have a
A
provision.
tiebreaker?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll make the tiebreaker. So that's my prediction there. I think for what's ahead in 2026, I think it's gonna.
Wait, is this trip gonna be in 2027?
Yeah, I think so. Unless it goes over before, like in the first 5 months you hit.
I gotta tell
Only
Tara to
in
put
the
it on
summer.
the calendar right now.
Yeah, tell her to put.
Oh my God. What month are we going?
We should go. I think we should go December. Like we should go see Disney lit up at Christmas, or we should go see New York or go watch the Dolphins. It's got to be during the season. It's gonna be in December sometime. Yeah, next December.
So 2026.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because there'll only be one more rate announcement. That'll be the push.
Okay. That's done. That's locked.
So I think what's ahead for 2026. I think the first few months from the market in terms of home sales and all the other stuff, I think it's still gonna be tough. I think it's gonna actually be tougher, and I think. I just can't believe how expensive stuff is. Like, I still can't get over that. I tie that back to this.
Just texted her.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like, play another game, okay?
Yeah.
We went to go watch Wicked 2 on Sunday.
Like a movie.
The movie.
With your family.
It's called Wicked.
For good.
For Good. I was going to say Ever After. For Good. Perfect, okay? It wasn't as good as part 1. Just teaser.
Did you go VIP?
We went to...
Did you go Colossus?
Yeah, I went to Colossus, yeah. VIP as in, what do you get when it's VIP? Like
The bigger chair? No, the bigger chairs.
No, regular.
You can get a glass of vino.
No, we didn't do that.
Okay.
But this one had like the screens on the side. It was like
like
Ultra
IMAX.
VX or
Okay,
something.
right.
Okay. Do you want to guess how much it cost for me, Adriana, and my 3 kids?
But are we talking you let your kids have their like
this
a
is
yard
just-
yard sale at the convenience store
No,
there?
we actually brought snacks in a bag this
okay.
time. Yeah, that's how rattled I was. Yeah, don't get in trouble. Just for 5 tickets, 2 adults, 3.
$100.
$142
Really?
to go watch a movie.
Wow.
I know that may not be relevant to anyone, but like,
That's
how
a
are
lot.
people supposed to survive?
That's a lot, bro. Life's expensive, man. I just got.
It's crazy.
All my insurances are being renewed right now, and there's a 25% lift on everything. It's crazy.
The new Grinch Happy Meal is $14.99.
I don't know what that is, bro. What is that? McDonald's?
Yeah.
Is that a lot?
Well, I'm dressing up like the Grinch this weekend. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know that.
Yeah,
I
just
saw
like
your
really
costume. It's actually really nice.
It's really good. I've been working on his lines a lot, but then I got told I can't talk because it's
Why?
not that Grinch. It's the cartoon Grinch, and then kids are gonna be crying and stuff. But I'm still gonna talk.
100%.
Yeah, I gotta do it twice. So, anyways, that's my side business because I can't even make a joke. More business is good. I can't even make a joke.
I know. I made that joke one time last week, and I got in trouble for it.
Yeah, no, you don't want to make that joke. So, my point is that things continue to get more expensive, and I think there's a lot of struggles financially.
I agree, man. I
You know,
agree.
so we're not going to sit here and talk about how expensive things is. I think it's expensive for everybody, whether it's groceries, whether it's gas, insurances are going up, everything is going up. Yeah, rates are going lower, but it doesn't necessarily offset how people are supporting themselves. And family income that's required is getting bigger and bigger of what's needed to get homes, right?
Incomes aren't growing as fast as the cost of living is going
agree.
up, right? So
I agree.
like, you know, these inflation data that are coming out are great, but they don't translate into day-to-day life, you know?
Yeah. And what I do think is what gives me hope for next year is there's an abundance of people coming up for renewal. And I think that's going to allow us to grow our business the way that we did this year in the refinance space. And obviously our relationships with the banks are very, very strong, as well as all the lenders. So I actually think that we will see growth in our book. And I do think the back half of 2026, from even the market, I think people will start getting back into housing a little bit more. I think realtors will be more busy, for sure. But I think the first quarter is going to be tough for everyone. It's going to be pretty slow. This episode is sponsored by TaylorMade Lending. If you're looking for quick closings and flexible private options with a 2-year fully open term, TaylorMade has you covered.
You know what, dude? I was thinking about this, and we always have this conversation every year about how the clock resets, volume resets, units, everything resets. And in my head, it's like I've changed that mindset. We just got to keep it going. It's just 365, 247. Let's get after it. Like, I've actually never been more motivated in my entire life. Right now, like just to do more and better and help. And I feel so excited to just like get out there and just continue to do everything that we're doing.
It's the first time, actually, first December since we've been together.
Maybe, no, last December I think I was similar, no?
No, last December there was only once where you sat down and said, am I going to be able to do what I did this year?
I'm going to smash it.
And this year you haven't even said nothing to me. Normally the agents, and again, it's just like sports. You win the championship or you lose in the finals. You know, how do you get back there? Are you ever going to get back there? Is the year going to go the same? All these things start running through your head.
I don't even
But you
think
got
about
it. No, I know. But everyone else maybe is, right?
100%.
Everyone is. And they're saying, oh, I had a really good year or I had a down year. How do you change it? It comes down to doing what you've already done and more. It's just the bottom line. And it's not easy in this business.
I agree. I agree. But I feel really motivated to just do.
100%. Yesterday I saw a quote that said, I was at a...
Paul keeps his phone on the phone
I
because he's
was,
respectful.
yeah, you got to be. Yesterday I was at a coaching meeting for soccer, and no matter how good you get, you can always get better.
Always.
And that one stuck with me. Not that I need to be a motivational speaker or anything like that, but
I mean, you do a great job at it if you were.
yeah, I try. Anyways, those are my predictions on that stuff. But I really want to get into another thing with you: regulators. We've seen tightening.
Yeah.
Right? We've seen deals that used to be a bankable deal is now moving maybe to the alt side. Alt deals are moving to private side. Realistically, what is your prediction on regulation in 2026?
Like your question's interesting because like the truth is that I think that it's just going to continue to get tighter, right? Like that's the answer that I have, but my real sort of answer is it doesn't matter. Regulation's always going to come into play. 2018 B20 came in, then they're coming out with this new and now there's new stuff and there's other stuff and other restrictive stuff and like it just doesn't matter. Like, you know, there's more than enough business for people to succeed. You can't blame external factors they have no control over.
The best answer.
You just pivot. You just pivot.
Answer.
Whatever comes, you just pivot.
You know, you could have really taken us down a path where this whole episode was negative news, and that was a really good answer.
I'm excited.
Really
I think that people are coming off like maybe not the greatest year. I, for example, personally, have had a banner year, which you know, I'm pounding the pavement every day. People look at me and they say, "Yo, you're doing this much volume. Like, why do you care?" Like, I'm like, I don't care. Like, I want to do more. Like, It's not about the money. You know what I mean? It's about building a legacy and looking back at your life and saying you did something.
Yeah. It's a great point. I think people continue to ask us, you know, we even heard it today, how much volume, at what point are you happy? And I don't even think it's a volume number. I think it's just improving
that's it.
Year over year and getting better.
And making other, being the pioneer to do the things first to make other people's lives better.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm at. Like this podcast thing, I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but I really do believe that people saw that and said, wow, we can actually make a difference. Why don't we give our 2 cents to the industry? And people are listening.
For sure. I don't disagree with you at all. No, it's a great answer. And I really believe that's the case. And there's always going to be new things that come. New lenders come in, new banks we get access to, new products, new this, new that, and we find a way to continue giving a solution to our clients.
We never talk about, you know, the fact that, for example, they now allow first-time homebuyers to get a 30-year amortization. We never go out and say, well, do we think that better things are going to come? For sure they're going to come. Right. And worse things are going to come. And there's going to be more restriction. And there's going to be more regulation. And depending on where people are complaining, that's where the regulator is going to put their fingers on or their eyeballs on. So, we just have to do a really good job of doing the ethical thing, and everything's going to be fine. Like at the end of the day, it is the end of the day. But also,
yes.
There's ample opportunities to do real business out there.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you at all. And a lot of people had banner years this year in the office.
Which is remarkable.
Right.
Like, it gives you the testament to say that if you go out there and you are consistent and you do your activities and you really put the customer first and you build a process that makes sense, you can really automate this business in a way to scale it in a down market.
I agree. And I think AI and the stuff that a lot of lenders are putting in place to detect is really going to be helpful for our type of business as well. But yeah, no, I think 2026 is going to be an exciting year. You never know what's going to happen. And I think that there's a lot of negativity around it. Everyone I talk to, it's only going to get worse. Obviously, from a construction standpoint, there's not a ton going up. New builds. From the real estate market, there's a ton of sales, not a lot of buyers. But I remember vividly during COVID when everything was
rosy,
gangbusters. No, I'm saying like everyone was buying, everyone was selling. Mortgages were through the like volumes were everywhere across the board. No one could keep up. And at that time, a lot of realtors were saying, "This is crazy. Like we need some normalcy." And now it's the opposite end where it's completely dead. And you want to be somewhere in the middle.
And you're going to be, right?
And
You
you
have
will.
a really high, now you had a really low. You're going to balance out. It's just the way the cycle works. It's
100%.
not, like, listen, I'm too young to like see this kind of go through. And I listen very carefully when we meet with folks that have been in the business for a long time. And it's cyclical, man. It's just the way it's the way it goes.
Yeah. You got to write it.
Yeah, and when you're a successful mortgage broker, agent, whatever, you gotta also figure out a way to try to keep all the money that you make, because it's really easy to go out and spend it, right? So financial literacy, even though you're in it, is important to practice and invest and do things that are gonna pay dividends in the future. And I find that some people neglect that, so that's something that we should definitely be highlighting as well. It's like an athlete, right? Like, you can really do this job for a long time, but producing at a really high level, like helping 500-600 families a year, is very taxing.
100%.
On the mind, the body, the soul. You got to figure out a way to effectively buy back your time and continue to do the business that you do, and kind of give customers the love that they deserve.
If someone was thinking about getting into this business or jumping ship from, let's say they're already in mortgages and they want to jump ship either to, I'll maybe take why this brokerage, but you maybe take, if you want to jump from going from banker to broker, 2026, you're comfortable, you're at the bank, you're doing a certain amount of volume, why make that move? In 2026.
I can give you 5,000 reasons why.
Okay, maybe narrow it to 3.
Okay.
And don't 1, 2, 3, go.
So, first of all, you see all the big banks, they're making a push to go into the broker space.
Okay.
It's not a secret,
Is that answer number 1?
Okay.
No, is that your...
Sure.
Okay, answer number 1. All the big banks are coming.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I didn't finish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
My bad.
Was it a bad answer?
That was good. I like it. Keep going.
So he shows you that they're looking to diversify their client pool, right? And if they're going to offer the same products that you're going to sell and be linear at your bank, but a broker can offer you plus, a plethora of other lenders, why would you stay? Like, for what? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Number 2, you can tax shelter much better as a broker. This is a big piece of contention for a lot of folks. I can't like, the tax savings that you have and the way you can structure yourself as a mortgage broker is effectively one of the most unique structures that you can put together that can, set you up for the future. Mm-hmm. That's number 2. Number 3, I think that there's more and more customers looking for brokers versus bankers. I think millennials are looking for options, they're looking for advice, they're looking for outside of banking hours, and they're looking for flexibility. And I think as a broker, you get paid more, you have more flexibility. I think as a broker, you have more lenders, you have more flexibility. I think as a broker, you have more ability to market without the golden handcuffs on. You have more flexibility. You're effectively running your own business. You're not an employee at a bank. You can do things, you can try different things, you can bring ideas to the table, you can sit on panels that actually make a difference, where the lenders sit and listen to you and say, what do you want?
Yeah.
Being a banker, with all due respect, is playing in the minors, and being a broker is playing in the majors. Now, don't get me wrong, there's impeccable people working at banks, and people are afraid to change, and I respect that. Mm-hmm. The one thing I told myself is that I will never be afraid of change. I will embrace change, all change, and I will dive right into it instead of go away from it. I'll tell you one really cool thing that I found. I've spoken to a lot of bankers, mostly people that you bring on, just as kind of like an exploratory. I've never heard them say 3 months later, I wish I could go back. I've never heard it. I only hear, I wish I did it sooner. Yeah. So like, you don't have to sell somebody the dream. If they're not ready, you don't want them to come.
No, never.
You don't want them to come.
We never do that.
But when they do decide and they're mentally there and they're ready to make the leap, it's life changing.
Yeah.
Like materially life changing. Like I can't imagine I would have the life that I have today if I was working at the bank doing the same production, and even with half the staff,
No, it's tied back. So if the bank you're working for is already in the space but
they're all coming
while
in
the
the
other ones
space.
are coming, tax shelter, major advantages, and again, the flexibility, right? And more clients are looking for brokers versus bankers. So there's a really good answer.
There's data to show that millennials want to deal with a mortgage broker versus a mortgage banker or a mortgage specialist. the days where your, for example, father said to you, you know what, Paul, I've been dealing with the bank at the corner of Weston and Steeles for 30 years. Go see David there. He's great. It's done, man. It's finished. Archaic.
Yeah, I agree. I think from if there's brokers in other spaces that are looking to come, why us?
Let me ask you that. So Paul, from your lens,
Yes.
okay, for agents that are in the space that are maybe stuck in the mud,
Okay.
you know, they're producing maybe 5, 10, 15 million, but they want to take it to the next level.
Okay.
They want to do 100 million. They want to do 150 million.
Right.
Why choose this place?
So I would say the proof is in the pudding here.
Okay.
So we've had agents that have gone from 7 million all the way to doing 100 this year. We've had agents that have gone from 20 to 60 to 120 to 180 to now, 250. This is the place where if you want to scale and you want to get even a 20% lift, 25% lift, whether you want to go from 7 to 12 or 20 to 40 or 30 to 50, this is the place.
Give us a little taste.
The proof of the pudding is this. Everyone in this office, on average, is doing about 28 to 29 million, and that's me taking the average of the top down to the bottom. And let's throw away the numbers for a second. What makes it special? And
they're gone.
They're gone, the numbers. So we all share with each other what works, what activities. We lift each other up, we push each other, we talk about these things, whether it's team meetings, whether it's business planning, whether it's on a day-to-day conversation. And furthermore, the coaching that I get to do with each of the individuals that come over and learn about their business is first and foremost the ability for me to share and really indicate what in their business they can do and apply that others are doing in the office. And that's worked for so many people. And from when we first sit down and we learn about their business, or I sit down and I say, okay, let's go through the activity of, tell me who your center of influences are. Okay. How many deals do they send you, et cetera, et cetera. We start going through this and then we start talking about how do we further entrench ourselves? How do we build that relationship? And then I kind of take things and I understand and we talk about how do you like to do business? As an agent, how do you like to do business? How are you generating business? Is it fully database? Is it center of influences? Is all your business from realtors? Are you more an A-type personality where you're gonna walk into a room and go up to someone and say, hey, I'm a top mortgage producer, I can do this. Or maybe you're more quiet and more shy and maybe you're more that advice piece. So really what we do is we take what is working across the 40, 50 agents that we have that are all doing extremely well and apply it to your book of business to scale, okay? Then, once you start scaling and you're getting busier, now we have a different problem. Now it's time to hire. Now it's time to bring in support. And we've helped teams start with one, like many of you, just an underwriter or a compliance. Now we have teams that have 5, 6, 7, 8 because they're so busy. And we look at that, and those are good problems to have. So, part one is you coming, we scale your business, we help you scale. Part two is now, okay, how do we start supporting that business? Is it now you get support, or maybe you kind of offload some of those duties to people in the office? And then now we start looking at how are you building a team or a business that you can go away for 4 weeks and it can run on its own. Obviously, there's gonna be some hiccups, but this is the evolution of what we do here. And I think that's what makes this place special. On top of the relationships with the lenders that we have, that every broker is going to say they have, but we put you in front of these folks. And because of the relationship we have, when something goes sideways, we pick up the phone, we can push it, we can get stuff done. And I think that's a really, really huge advantage for folks. So that was a very long-winded answer, but yeah, I think we have the proof of the pudding. And again, I think at the end of the day, we have proven that anyone that's come over here, whether they're brand new, and we can use a Farouk from F45 that was just entrepreneurial that's doing over 30 million. Jason Christiani, who was running a marketing company that's doing, over 20 million and really carved out a niche. And then you have bankers that have come from doing 22 million like a Carlo that's gonna do over 100. And then you have guys that have no banking experience like a Musi when I started that was doing 7 million that's gonna do over 100. Like, we have,
it's a big deal.
We have taken really all kinds of different people with different experiences. Some people might say, only if you're an MMS or a mobile mortgage specialist, they come to you and you have that roadmap. No, we have roadmaps for everybody.
I think that that was really well done.
I don't know if
And that was really well said.
What do you think, Max? That was too
Yeah.
long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
beautiful.
was
What else are you
beautiful.
going to say?
I'm a little fired up right now. I'm ready to run through this wall. In particular.
Like any given Sunday.
Exactly.
I just
bro,
think I'm very passionate
it's
about
all
it.
about inches.
Right. It's a game of inches, yeah. That's
It's
fair.
a game of inches.
You're right.
But what I will say, to sum up your excellent answer, is you hold everyone accountable.
Yeah.
Okay? That is the most important thing in my opinion. It is not a great feeling for me in particular to sit in front of you at a coaching session and you pull up our last month's coaching session and none of the activities have been completed and volumes are down, which is not something that happens, but I'm saying that accountability fuels the fire. This is a real business. You're a real coach. This isn't a fly by the seat of your pants brokerage. Like there's structure, there's rigor, there's opportunity. And the economics work, man. Like everybody gets their volume bonus. There's everything's transparent. This is totally a plug. This is the best brokerage ever. But truthfully, like there's probably wrong word. There's no way that we would be able to scale our business to this production level without that look back every single month, every 2 weeks, that 30,000 foot view. Like, listen, at the end of the day, you got to give people their credit. You know, Moosey, Carlo, me, Miguel, Mick, everybody. Like, we've went out there, we hustled,
That's
we grinded,
right.
we
Absolutely.
we hit the pavement running, but we needed that direction, we needed the accountability, we needed that leadership.
That's fair.
Okay, in order to formalize that into a real business. And that's something that I'm forever thankful for. You know what I mean? And like, you know, again, I tell people like the production level that I'm doing, Miguel's doing, Mickey's doing, I'm asking for coaching even more. You know, I don't want it once a month. I want it every 2, I want it every week. And that speaks to what champions wanna, because what champions are champions. And winners want to be around winners.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. It's easier for you to speak to things about what I do, and I find it easier for me to speak about what you do.
That's fair. So let's do
sometimes.
that. Let's do that.
No, it's just good. I mean, if you tied it up very nicely.
Okay. I just
You
think
tied it
it's
very
totally
nicely.
accountability, dude, and I think you just care so much. Like there's nothing better for you than for you to see us do better. It's like it's very rare. You know, it's very rare for you to have a genuine interest in a stranger. You know, which we mean a lot of us have become non-strangers, but
Yeah, of
when
course.
I met you, we were strangers.
Right.
You know, so and when new recruits come in, they're effectively strangers. So you both have to kind of bet on each other and say, we're going to have a certain level of respect for each other, and we're going to help each other. And you have like an unlimited amount of experience at this point of what it takes, and you know every single personality type, and that's the challenge, man. Like, managing personalities is 50% of the battle for me in particular. Like you know what I mean? Like, you have a guy sitting in front of you or a girl sitting in front of you, you need to first play the player, not the game.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. No, 100%. You gotta know what makes them tick.
Yeah.
All right. Before we go, what can our
I was
listeners?
fired up today.
That was great. What can our listeners and viewers expect from the podcast in 2026?
I don't know, man. Let's get some suggestions. What are people looking for? I've been having a really good time doing these.
Yeah.
Maybe we can sprinkle in some guests that
Yeah.
can add some value. Maybe
Okay.
we can talk about. We can do different segments that make sense. Maybe whatever.
We can open it up.
Yeah, let's open
We'll
it
take
up.
their feedback.
Yeah,
Okay,
100%.
Max, we'll ask you to like populate something and put something together. We'll ask people for feedback.
Yeah, and I had an incredible year with you guys, both you guys and the listeners. I do this just because I get to sit here with you lads and just have the best time ever, and it's incredible. So thank you.
Yeah, no, I think
And,
we leave motivated. I think it gives a lot of ideas, and I think every single new person that comes in that we talk to, I send it to them, and they find a lot of value. And there's more people listening than we think. You know, today
I
was
think
ta-
there's a lot of people. You think there's no people.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But today I was talking to someone who's like, you know, I've watched your stuff, I've listened to your stuff, and I'm just like, how does that even land, like on your Spotify or something? But it's cool.
We should do a better job at promoting it.
I
I
agree.
think that this is such a passion project for us that
Yeah, it's like LinkedIn, Instagram,
yeah.
Spotify, and repeat, YouTube.
But as a company in general, we're formalizing a lot of things, and we're putting in like some processes in place that are
Yeah.
gonna, allow us to continue, because the growth is out of control. So we just got to make sure that we can keep up with it.
Correct.
this is part of it. So whatever people want to hear, we're totally game. Potentially, we can maybe do like a live pod, and maybe
Yes.
do like a coaching, for people that want to get a taste of what it's
Sure.
like to be tutelaged by you.
Yeah.
That'll be really cool. I think that's certainly something that I think would add a lot of value to people, and I think that like the market changes, people change, everything changes, but we're nimble. We're there. We're
gotta
always
be.
exactly.
Gotta be
So
fluid.
we had a great 2025. Very excited for 2026, and
Reach out anytime.
deuces.